In verse 34, Allah says, "Men are the protectors and maintainers of women, because Allah has given the one more strength than the other." Now, this is often misinterpreted, so let's break it down. The word qawaman, used here literally means to stand up, or to safeguard, highlighting that men are tasked with looking after women, protecting their interests, and ensuring their safety. It's not about dominance or control, but about responsibility and care. Allah has granted men a certain strength, whether physical or financial, to support and protect their families. This idea isn't about superiority but about balance and fulfillment of duties. Interestingly, the Prophet Muhammad's first wife, Khadijah, was wealthier than him and worked independently. So, the idea is not that men are better or more capable in all aspects, but that men have a responsibility to protect their loved ones. Men are expected to shoulder the family's financial burden. However, if a woman is financially independent, that's her prerogative. Any money a woman earns is hers to use as she wishes. And let's remember, men and women are both expected to maintain the trust of each other, guarding each other's secrets and staying loyal. The Prophet Muhammad once taught that sharing intimate details with others, even in jest, could be destructive. A successful marriage is based on trust and faithfulness, and those who violate this sacred bond, whether through gossip or betrayal, are warned by the Prophet to avoid such actions. In verse 35, Allah talks about resolving marital conflicts. If a couple faces difficulties, mediation should be the first step. Appoint 2 arbitrators, one from each family. And if both spouses desire reconciliation, Allah will guide them toward peace. This idea is all about keeping the family structure intact, with a focus on understanding and peaceful resolution. It's important to note that the Quran gives flexibility on who can nominate these mediators. Whether it's the families or the court system, there's a lot of wisdom in this approach, emphasizing that the family plays an essential role in healing rifts. In early Islamic history, even the caliphs gave these mediators the power to make final decisions, ensuring peace and harmony in the home. Verses 36 to 42h emphasize kindness and charity. We are reminded to do good to our parents, neighbors, the needy, and even strangers. Allah loves those who are humble and generous, and He despises arrogance and selfishness. Allah also tells us that those who spend their wealth to show off or to be seen by others are doing so without true faith. The true reward lies in giving for the sake of Allah, out of sincerity. Allah is never unjust. When we do good, He rewards us abundantly. And finally, in the day of judgment, those who rejected faith and disobeyed the Prophet will wish they could escape the consequences. But, as the Quran reminds us, no one can hide from Allah, and every action will be accounted for.